Hey everyone, welcome back to Deep Dive, the English podcast. I'm Emma, your host, and today we're going deeper than usual.
That's right. I'm Jack, your co-host. And if you've ever wondered how to move past small talk, how to stop saying, "How are you?" and actually connect with people, this episode is for you.
Exactly. Today we're talking about how to start a deep conversation, not just in English, but in life.
Because sometimes what we really crave isn't more words, it's real connection.
So grab a cup of coffee or tea, find a cozy spot, and let's dive deep together. Part 1. Why deep conversations matter. Let's start with a question. When was the last time you had a real conversation? I mean, one where you didn't look at your phone, one where you forgot the time, one that left you thinking long after it ended.
Ooh, I love that. I remember one. It was during a late-night walk with a friend. We talked about fear. Not fear of spiders or exams, but fear of not being enough.
Wow, that's powerful. And those are the conversations that change us, right? They make us feel seen.
Exactly. See, the truth is, most people stay in the surface zone. We talk about the weather, work, school, or what we watched on Netflix.
Yeah. Hey, how are you? I'm good. You? Good. Cool. And then silence.
The autopilot talk.
Yes. But deep conversations, they pull us out of that. They help us understand each other and even ourselves. They make relationships stronger, friendships richer, and communication more meaningful.
And learning how to start one, that's a skill you can practice, just like learning English itself.
That's such a good point. Deep conversations don't just happen, we create them. Part 2. The fear of going deep. Let's be honest, starting a deep conversation can be scary. You might think, what if it gets awkward? Or what if they don't open up?
Right. It's like jumping into cold water. Uncomfortable at first.
But once you're in, you realize it's not so bad. It's refreshing.
You know, Emma, I think people fear being judged. When we talk deeply, we show our real selves.
Absolutely. And that's what makes deep talk both risky and beautiful.
So before we even start, it's important to create trust.
Yes. Deep conversations grow in safe spaces where people feel they won't be laughed at or ignored.
So step 1, build emotional safety. That means listening without interrupting, asking with genuine curiosity, and being okay with silence.
Exactly. And remember, silence isn't awkward, it's space for thinking.
Oh, I like that. Silence isn't awkward, it's space for thinking. We should put that on a t-shirt.
Deep dive merch idea. Part 3. From small talk to real talk. The transition. Now, let's talk about the transition. How do you move from small talk, like, how was your weekend, to something real?
You start by listening carefully. For example, if someone says, "My weekend was okay, just busy with work," you could say, "You sound tired. Is everything okay at work?"
Exactly. That's an open invitation. You're giving them permission to go deeper.
And when you respond to emotion instead of information, that's when depth starts.
Yes, because busy with work isn't just information, it hides feelings. Maybe they feel stressed, bored, or unappreciated.
Right. And when you gently ask, "How do you feel about that?" you open a door.
So instead of chasing new topics, stay longer on one topic. Ask why, explore, share.
It's like peeling an onion, one layer at a time.
Just try not to cry.
Unless it's from the heart, then it's okay.
Part 4. Questions that open hearts. Okay, listeners, this is my favorite part. Let's share some powerful questions that can start deep conversations.
Oh yes, the magic questions.
Number 1, what's something you've learned about yourself recently?
That's a great one. It's reflective, personal, but not too intense.
Number 2, what do you think makes life meaningful?
That's deep. Perfect for late-night talks or long walks.
Number 3, when was the last time you felt truly at peace?
Oh, that's beautiful. It brings memories and emotions.
Number 4, what's something you wish people understood about you?
That's gold. People love being understood. We all do.
And finally, if you could talk to your younger self, what would you say?
Wow, that question always makes people pause. It opens the heart.
Exactly. The goal isn't to interrogate, it's to invite.
Yes, deep questions should feel like open doors, not locked ones.
And it's not just about asking, it's about sharing back. Deep conversation is a two-way street.
So when they open up, share your own experience too, honestly.
That's how you build trust. Vulnerability meets vulnerability.
Exactly. When you show your own truth, people feel safe to show theirs.
Part 6, emotional listening, the art of being present. Let's talk about something we often forget, listening.
Oh yes, the most underrated skill ever.
Oh, people think deep conversations are about talking, but actually they're about listening.
Totally. You can't go deep if you're waiting for your turn to speak.
Exactly. Emotional listening means being fully there. Not judging, not planning your next line, just being present.
Sometimes the best response isn't a word, it's a nod, a look, or a gentle, yeah.
Yes, because sometimes people don't want solutions. They want to be heard.
And you know what's amazing? When you really listen, people remember it. They trust you more.
It's true. Listening is love in action.
That's another t-shirt idea.
We're building a brand today, apparently. Part 7. Deep conversations in English. Practice tips. Now, let's bring this back to English learning. How can our listeners practice deep conversations in English?
Good question. First, don't worry about being perfect. Focus on being authentic.
Yes, real connection doesn't need perfect grammar. It needs honest feelings.
Exactly. And if you forget a word, explain it another way. If you don't understand, ask politely. Can you explain what you mean by that?
That's actually a deep question in itself.
True. And practice follow-up questions like, oh, really? How did that make you feel? Or what happened after that?
Beautiful. Those small lines keep the depth going.
Also, use tone. Speak slower, with warmth. Deep conversations are like music. They need rhythm.
Yes. No rush. Let the moment breathe.
And remember, even if your English isn't perfect, your heart can be fluent.
Wow, that's powerful, Jack. Your heart can be fluent. I think that's the message of this whole episode.
I agree. Connection is a universal language.
Part 7. Real life example. All right, Jack, let's give our listeners a live example. Let's have a short, deep conversation right here, right now.
All right, no script, no plan. Let's see where it goes.
Okay, I'll start. Jack, what's something you've learned about yourself recently?
I've learned that I sometimes try too hard to fix things instead of just being there for people.
That's deep. What made you realize that?
A friend of mine was going through a breakup. I kept giving advice, like, you'll be fine, you'll find someone else. But she finally said, Jack, I don't need advice. I just need a friend.
Wow. That must have hit hard.
Yeah. I realized sometimes comfort isn't about words. It's about presence.
I love that. I think I do that too, try to fix emotions instead of holding space for them.
It's a human thing. We want to make pain disappear. But sometimes the kindest thing we can do is sit in the silence together.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
See, that's what a deep conversation feels like. Honest, gentle, no performance.
And it connects us even as we speak into microphones.
Exactly. It reminds us we're not alone in our feelings.
Part 8. Common mistakes in deep conversations. Now, let's quickly talk about what not to do in deep conversations.
Good idea. Mistake number 1, turning it into a therapy session.
Yes, you're not there to fix someone, you're there to connect.
Mistake number 2, interrupting or bringing it back to yourself too quickly. Like, oh, you're sad? I was sad last week, too.
Guilty. We all do that sometimes.
Mistake number 3, rushing the moment. Deep conversations need time.
And mistake number 4, judging. Even a small reaction like, really? You did that? Can shut the other person down.
Exactly. Replace judgment with curiosity.
That's the secret. Curiosity keeps the door open.
Part 9. When deep conversations change lives. You know, Jack, I remember once having a deep conversation with my mom. We were talking about my childhood, and she told me how scared she was when I moved abroad. I never knew that before.
That must have been emotional.
It was. We both cried a little, but after that, I felt closer to her. It made me realize deep talks don't just reveal stories, they heal.
That's powerful. I had a similar moment with my dad. I finally asked him, "What was your biggest regret?" And he said, "Not spending enough time when you were small." That hit me so hard.
Wow. I got goosebumps.
It changed our relationship completely. After that, we started meeting every Sunday, no phones, no TV, just talk.
That's the magic. One honest question, and everything shifts. Part 10. How to keep deep conversations going. So, you've started a deep conversation. Now what?
You keep it alive by listening, following up, and reconnecting.
Yes. Check in later. Hey, I've been thinking about what you said the other day.
Not one sentence shows care and memory. It deepens the bond.
And remember, not every conversation needs to be deep. Balance matters.
Absolutely. We need laughter too. Depth grows better when mixed with lightness.
Yes, it's like breathing. Inhale depth, exhale joy.
Poetic as always, Emma.
It's the writer in me. So, to everyone listening, remember, deep conversations aren't about fancy words or deep voices. They're about real hearts.
Yes, don't be afraid to ask, to feel, or to pause. Depth begins where comfort ends.
And every deep talk you have brings you closer to understanding others and yourself.
So go out there and have one. Not tomorrow, not someday, today.
You might just change someone's day or your own.
Beautifully said.
Thank you for joining us today on Deep Dive, the English podcast. If you liked this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you want to talk deeply with.
And let us know in the comments, what's one question that always leads to a deep conversation for you?
We'd love to read your thoughts. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep diving deep.
See you soon.